The Journey of Dreams project is about transforming dreams into realities. The project creates a legacy of public art which inspires community members to hold on to and live their dreams. Through public art, film, and print, the Journey of Dreams project discovers new dream seekers and shares the lives of successful dream makers. In this film, Everything is Cohesive, we share the success story of Ed Hale and the musical group Transcendence as they rise to the top of their rock and roll dream. This Journey of Dreams documentary shares Ed Hale's 15-year music career, which combines a blend of determination, exceptional talent, and the challenge of doing whatever it takes to create his unique vision into a reality.
He says he's some guy named Ed Hale. Who the fuck is Ed Hale?
I've already heard your song. I don't wanna get to know you, but girl, I'd really like to show you that I don't really care whatever we do, just as long as I end up sleeping with you.
We've run out of things to throw down the balcony. What else can we throw? Look at all this. Oh my god, let's throw these down. These get splat.
Yeah.
And he had a boa and he had a scarf. He had his hair all curly. He had mascara on, like thick makeup on. And the show starts, he's walking out, and in between songs he was just poofing glitter out in the audience. He's going, poof. And we were like, okay. This is Tobacco Road. 1912 beer bar, people hanging out, going really ape shit, saying, what the hell is this guy doing at our freaking favorite blues bar? This is B.B. King plays his bar. You know, Transcendence glammed it up.
It was like the spring of '98, and I was looking for just musicians to play with, hang out with, and my friend George introduced me to Ed Hale, and we jammed, and he had this whole world music vibe mixed with rock and Americana rock, and I love that. I wanted to be part of a project that was like at least sung by an American, because I have a long history of playing in Latin bands, Latin rock bands, and that's great, but I wanted a project, you know, perhaps one day break into the U.S. mainstream.
I think I met the rest of the band at the recording studio the next day, and we were interviewed by New Times. So I mean, there was all this action like the next day, and I just met the drummer and the keyboard player at the time, you know, and we're all being interviewed as a band. So I already knew it was going to be a strange situation.
Do you think if I threw this bottle of water onto the street that it would splat, that it would break, or it would just bounce?
I say you should.
I think it's split.
Okay, let's try it. Hold on, Ed.
No, don't do it.
Do it, Ed.
The Eddie album was just me being really young, first starting writing songs, trying to get a handle on making music.
Even though I was only 16 years old at the time, I still came to it with the same type of mentality or sensibility that I make albums now. When I made that album, I was just as, say, obsessive and singular in my dedication and in my vision as I am today.
I'm just always recording stuff with a little tape recorder, like always, like every conversation. It's cool because I have this huge collection of tapes. I have all these tapes with my grandfather, you know, all my grandparents who are now passed on. I have conversations with all my parents talking, arguing, whatever, like anything you can imagine I have tapes of. One time I was in this hotel and there was this like Russian maid who was like, you know, there to clean my room. And she, you know, she was a looker or whatever. And she like picks up my guitar and she starts playing my guitar and singing me this like Russian folk song, you know, in this like little black skirt outfit and everything. So I just grabbed my tape recorder and I'm like, she's like, oh, yeah. So I do record everything. I use those while we're making albums. I use the sounds, and then I pile all the sounds on together to create this kind of montage that doesn't really make sense logically, but I mean to the ear, it sounds cool. Like I want to do a whole album that's just that. Acoustic in New York was me in New York trying to get a record contract, and in the meantime, writing the best songs of my career. I'm coming home. I had just met, you know, the love of my life, and so I had a certain sense of joy about life and about love, obviously, and I was mad, you know, I was madly in love. I went into the studio to demo the songs by myself, just me on acoustic guitar, and that's where the album came from. Well, album I think suffused as a kind of passion, kind of like, you know, in love with love and in love with life type of passion.
I hope I can get back to that optimism, to that kind of freshness. I think it's part of the reason why I'm moving back to New York now.
I was peaking as an artist, but I didn't have my band anymore. I didn't have a record contract anymore, and I didn't have any money or anything, but I had these great songs. But we still redo those songs still on future albums, because those are more like demos. But they came out so good that we decided, oh, you know, we should release these too, because they came out really nice.
So that's a D9, and I mean, you can't really get that from anything else, you know, which is the beauty of the open tunings, which is the importance of buying lots of guitars. So you can keep each guitar tuned to a different tuning, because if you have to sit here and tune one guitar or two or three or four guitars to all these different tunings, you're not going to do it.
And I look into his gig bag, which is, you know, his bag full of stuff. I swear to God, not one single set of strings, a little bag of picks, but I had a fully stocked can of makeup. It had four little things of glitter in different colors.
From the Acoustic in New York and Bored. From the song Bored from Acoustic in New York. Acoustic in New York's primarily open D tunings, all those songs. Stay.